The echo of love after it's gone, whispered by the ocean breeze. A gentle goodbye, wrapped in the promise of memory. This video contains spoilers to the given movies, so if you haven't watched them yet, I advise you to go do that first before coming back and watching this video. I've been hyperfixated to this show for days now, so I'm gonna apologize in advance for rambling about it. I often overanalyze stuff when I'm really into it, so if you think some of the things I say is a reach, it's probably that. It keeps me up at night, so I have to let it out. Alright, let's get into it. Umier is a song composed by Sentimental for the given movie, but within the story, it is a demo originally made by Yuki, Mafuyu's late boyfriend, and later continued and finished by Uenoyama, Mafuyu's current boyfriend, together with his childhood friends Hiragi and Shizusumi. Hiragi probably recognized parts of the melody from Fuyu no Hanashi and realized that this demo was made for Mafuyu. That's why he brought the idea of completing it with Uenoyama. And that leads to a question I kept coming back to. Why did Uenoyama agree to it? I mean, he did say he didn't feel like doing it and admitted to being jealous. So, why? At face value, you might say he was provoked when Hiragi says this.
いや待て。普通にすっごいやりたくない。
まあそうなるよな。人の曲途中からやるのって難しいだろ。歌詞とかもお前書いたことないだろうし。できなきゃいいよ。
せっそんくらいできるわボケ
And then just got swept up in the momentum. But, even though that's basically how it started, Uenoyama's character is much deeper than that. I think he too wanted to understand Yuki. This is someone Mafuyu deeply loved, so much so that he was haunted by his death and affected every choice he made. He has a pretty vague idea that it must have something to do about his past. To understand Mafuyu, he needed to understand his past too. And Yuki was part of that. Listening to the demo, Uenoyama slowly understood what Yuki meant with the song. He realized this song was made for Mafuyu. And in a strange, bittersweet way, that made it easier, because Uenoyama and Yuki's love were directed at the same person. At that moment, he was connected to Yuki through their love for Mafuyu. That connection allowed Uenoyama to finish the song, even though it wasn't in his usual style. We know the demo was unfinished, both the music and the lyrics. And while we don't know exactly which parts Uenoyama wrote, the fact that he contributed lyrics tells us something important. Umie isn't just Yuki's love letter to Mafuyu. It's Uenoyama's too. He was the one who came up with the title, Umie, meaning to the sea. What's amazing is that Uenoyama had no idea about the memories Mafuyu shared with Yuki at the seaside. For Yuki, the sea was part of a past he cherished with Mafuyu. But for Uenoyama, the sea is where Mafuyu confessed to him, where their story truly began. So, unknowingly, Uenoyama named the song after a place that held meaning for both of them, each in their own way. It was a farewell and a beginning. This makes the song feel like a message from both of them to Mafuyu. Yuki saying goodbye and Uenoyama saying, I'm here. The painting analogy was a perfect metaphor. It's hard to finish a painting that another artist started, especially without painting over their work. To do it right, you have to know the original artist first. You need to feel what they felt, see what they saw, and know what they were trying to say. And that's exactly what Uenoyama did. He took the time to understand Yuki and filled in the unfinished parts of his work. Respectfully, gently. out of love. Love strong enough to carry Yuki's message forward and to add his own to it, not to compete with it, but to build something new from it. A message from Mafuyu, from both of them. As Mafuyu continues to pull away, and the more Uenoyama works with Yuki's song, the more he starts to understand Mafuyu. His silence, his hesitations, his pain, what he truly needs. Uenoyama realizes that this song isn't just about delivering Yuki's message, it's about helping Mafuyu move forward. And to do that, he has to let Yuki speak one last time, and Uenoyama needed to be part of that message too. This intention becomes clear when Uenoyama suggests revising the guitar part to soften the emotion and let Hiragi's part shine through. On the surface, well, it's a musical choice, but emotionally, it's Uenoyama stepping back, not to erase himself from the song, but to make space for what Mafuyu truly needed in that moment. Even though part of the song is his, Uenoyama understood that his role wasn't to take center stage. It was to support the message Yuki began. This is why, even though fans were disappointed that Uenoyama did not have a solo part in the song and remained in the background, I think it was perfect. It's not about putting himself in the spotlight. It was about support, about love that steps aside so healing can happen. Uenoyama didn't need to shine. He didn't need to scream his love for Mafuyu. The fact that he chose not to says everything. It's proof of how deeply he loves him. His voice may not have been front and center, but his message was still there, woven into the music, quiet but steady. A love that spoke by making space. Hiragi was also the right person to deliver Yuki's final message to Mafuyu because throughout the story, he carries the guilt of not being there for Mafuyu after Yuki's death. By helping convey the part of the song that belonged to Yuki, he finally finds a way to say sorry. Not just with words, but with music. So, yeah, that's why Omiye broke me. It's not just a song, it's a farewell letter, a love confession, a gentle push forward. It captures the messy, beautiful way we carry people in our hearts even after they're gone, and how love can help us let go without forgetting. And okay, maybe this is kind of a reach, but am I the only one who noticed this? Right after the first chorus of Umie, there's this instrumental section that sounds like a pitched down version of a melody from Bokura Dake no Shodaika. It feels like a callback, and it makes sense, especially when you read the lyrics of Bokura Dake no Shodaika. It's about leaving behind the pain of the past and starting a new chapter. It fits perfectly because in Umie, that transition is happening for Mafuyu between two people who loved him dearly. Yuki is the one saying goodbye, Uenoyama is the one Mafuyu will move forward with. And this melody, soft, familiar, and reimagined, feels like a quiet bridge between the two. It's memory, grief, and love woven together into music that lets the past rest and lets the future begin. Oh my god, Sentimental, I want to kiss you on the lips so bad, you freaking genius. Also, can I just say, The timing of movie 3 and the release of Umiye was absolutely diabolical in the best way possible. Because by then our ears had already been emotionally saturated to Fuyu no Hanashi and Mafia's iconic la 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 la, you know? So when Umiye drops with that familiar tune woven right into it, it's perfect. If you made it this far, thank you for listening to me rant and spiral about this movie and song. I know I tend to ramble a lot, but honestly, when a song is this layered and full of heart, how can you not? Kizu, hands down, absolutely great writing. Let me know what Umiye meant to you, or if you ugly cried like I did. And if you want a full breakdown of Uenoyama's character or literally anything given, drop a comment. I'm already halfway into another mental essay anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go stare at the ceiling and listen to it again. See you in the next one.